And if Qadree Hodge and Geronimo Allison, let's say, are like better options, then they're going to stick. And so I do think that is indicative of sort of where the hierarchy is right now. And with guys like that really matters because it will dictate who makes the team. Like, could Damian Williams perhaps not make the team? Is that some crazy idea?
I guess still a possibility. I would be surprised if Damian Williams doesn't make the team.
I probably would too, but I don't think it's like out of the realm.
For sure. I also think it's interesting. So Elijah Wilkinson, left guard number 1, old friend Jalen Mayfield did not have a good night last Friday. And he gets another rough go of it with the Jets. Like, whatever you think about the Jets right now, like the defensive line, I mean, they have literally a Captain America built man and Michael Clemens off the edge out of Texas A&M. You look at their defensive line, like they have dudes. The Jets defense is going to be good, and they're going to have pass rushers, and we're going to see some stuff. It's going to be different than Detroit. I am most curious to see it. Is it already over? Like, are we moving on? It's like Elijah Wilkinson is the left guard on opening night, and Jalen Mayfield is no longer a part of these future plans. I wonder if we're there. What do you think, Garrett?
I mean, no, I don't think we're there exactly completely yet. Jalen Mayfield's been dealing with injuries, but at the same time, it's like we've seen this with Marlon Davidson too. It's like the best ability is
preseason, by the way.
Yeah. The best ability is availability, and if you're not playing, then we don't know what you can do. So Elijah Wilkinson is building the gap right now, and it's Elijah Wilkinson's job. It's not over by any stretch of the imagination. Jalen Mayfield still needs to be acting as if he's going to be the starter. He needs to be fighting to get that job. I haven't seen anything from him that gives me confidence that that's going to happen, but saying it's over, I'm not ready to say it's over just yet, but coming from a guy who had probably one of the most forgettable rookie seasons that I have seen in a very long time, he needs every single rep, and he needs every single rep to be as good as possible. And now he's just not even getting those reps because he's been dealing with all these injuries and everything else. So no, it's not over yet. Elijah Wilkinson, I'm putting if I'm a betting man, I'm betting on Elijah Wilkinson to take the starting job though.
I just don't think they're going to mess around with this anymore. They're just like, no, like we're best players playing. Like you look at this, Qadree Hodge in the starting line. Like I don't think Arthur Smith is messing around when it comes to hierarchy and throwing shit at the wall. Like he is going to play the best guys. And it's like, even if we drafted you high or whatever, you can't play, you can't play. Like this is going to be a merit-based situation in Atlanta. And I think that's fun. Max, is there anything that you saw from the defensive line? Because I mean, there are a lot of tears when we look at this defensive line and the bodies this team just needs to really compete week in, week out. Was there anyone that stood out that you're like, oh, maybe we can get a little bit more here from this player?
I mean, I'm really just looking for flashes, right? I mean, it's hard to judge on like sustained performance in a preseason game. And we saw a few Arnold Ebiketie flashes that got me like feeling something. That's kind of what I'm going to look for this season, right? Because how many of these pieces are really guys that are surefire to build around? And I think that a few of them will establish themselves as sort of keepers. And I think, a guy like Taquan Graham